Yeah, we're not going to do that no more.
Anyway, so I'm ready for the poop package.
Okay, so if for y'all not hip, this is Adee, and I am of alibisandpaybacks.com, where we are known for the revenge package, and we have been featured in the LA Times as well as the National Enquirer and Cosmopolitan for our revenge packages. And our top-selling revenge package is the poop package, where we literally package up and put some poop in a package and deliver it on over to you with some flowers and candy and balloons, and you think you got some spectacular shit, but then when you open it, it's a card in there that says you ain't shit, and this is why you got that package. So yeah, it's always a fine time unless you're receiving it, but I'm just laughing as I drive away in the car, so I don't care. So the poop package this week, actually, I changed my poop package because I was going through Twitter today, and I found this tweet by TIP, and he's one of those that I like to troll on the internet.
Oh, so there's two tweets up in here.
Rubber Band Man. Yes. He had tweeted today, and I was like, oh, let me hop on TIP's bandwagon and push his prospect. So this tweet was about the University High School of Orange County, which is located in Florida. And it's the Volusia County Public School that is responsible for this poop package. So everybody knows back to school week had started for everyone. So I had gave my little back to school vulture alert last week for y'all that wasn't listening to Adee's do's and don'ts. Shame on you. So anyway, the first day of school over at University High School of Orange City in Florida, there was a sophomore student, and her mother is Kimberly Aiken. And Kimberly Aiken's daughter was denied lunch on the first day of school because she was apparently 15 cents short on her lunch account, and she was denied lunch in front of the whole school. So let me tell you what happened. So, of course, because this is a minor, so they kept her name out of the paper because, of course, this happening to her was embarrassing enough. But this young lady, she was a female student. She went on her lunch break. She goes to the cafeteria. She gets her food. She gets it put on the tray. She goes to the cashier, and the cashier informs her that you have a 15-cent balance from the prior year's food program. So this young lady was on the free/reduced lunch program, which most of us grew up on. And keep it G, I grew up on that and shit. I liked my little free lunch shit, because then I could keep my little $2 for Taco Bell afterwards.
And you get a lot back then, boy.
I'm
$2.
just saying, shit.
Damn.
So keep it G. I grew up on these free and reduced lunches.
That's
So
your old ass. You got like about 20 tacos for $2. Huh?
fuck you. Anyway, so as I was saying, the poor child, she has no cash. So when she informs the cashier, oh, I'm sorry, you know, the clearly this is the first day of school. My mother filled out the application, so they haven't processed the new application for the new school year for the lunch program, and I don't have the 15 cents to give you for the lunch. Well, this low life of a cashier snatches the food tray from the child and takes her food and throws it in the trash and says, you ain't got your 15 cents and you don't have the full price of your lunch, and goodbye. So yeah, mind you, this is the first day of school. The girl had no lunch, and the thing I want to remind you is I remember being in high school. High school is brutal. I mean, people take one thing that's happened to you, and then, they'll find a reason to tease you about that the rest of the school year, or if not the rest of your high school.
Okay.
Life.
That shit
follows you. So just imagine this poor girl. It's the first day of school. She's a sophomore. She's in front of the whole school. Everybody getting lunch in the cafeteria, and then you make a scene with this little girl. You snatch her lunch and throw it in the trash in front of everybody. Like, come on now. And I know I was brutal in high school, so I know if I was like in the 5th or 6th period, I'd be like, girl, ain't that your stomach growling? Yeah, I know your ass is hungry, bitch. That girl would be one of the 13 reasons why she split her wrist, because I would go in on that shit. Like, girl, I know you hungry. If I would have known you needed a quarter, I would have just threw you a quarter, my nigga. You just gotta say something.
You know, have people out here Hannah Baker and
Kids are brutal. Kids are vicious. So, when I heard this story, T.I. actually retweeted this story and said that the lady was actually cruel and inhumane as well as heartless. And my thing is, as an adult, and you see a child that's about to go without a meal for the rest of the day, like, what kind of heartless person? She was 15 cents short. You can reach in your wallet for 15 pennies. You didn't have a dime or a nickel to put up on this girl lunch. Like, you had to put her on blast in front of everybody. That was not cool. So, again, with bullying being, a big topic, I thought that was real heartless, because as far as me being a teenager, had I saw that girl, I would have went in. I would have had 100 jokes about her hungry ass. No, real talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm savage when it gets like, girl, I'm 48, so just imagine 16-year-old Adrian had no filter. I didn't give a damn about you and how you felt. I was sending you home crying every day. Hey, hungry girl. Hey, you need a sandwich? You hungry? I packed an extra one today. Yeah, so again, I feel sorry for this kid, and if I was this lady, her name was Kimberly Aiken, and if I was Kimberly Aiken, I would have went up, which apparently she did, because she called the news station and had them do a whole story about how her child did not get fed on the first day of school for being 15 cents short for her lunch. And it's important that she did bring this to light, because one of the things that they do tell you when you're dealing with students is, make sure your child gets a good meal. If you want your child to do well in school, you have to make sure that they have a good meal so that they can concentrate and focus at school. Well, this girl at school doing what she's supposed to do, and because of whatever paperwork, she don't get lunch. So how can you expect her to do the best that she can when you didn't made a big deal about this 15 cents? So I just want to, again, make sure that everybody knew that this high school, University High School of Orange City, Florida, they are this week's poop package. But T.I., also known as TIP, I retweeted him on my Twitter page, and I wanted to read his tweet, which says, "This shit is despicable. This is the kind of shit that deters kids from coming to school. I'd like to take care of her school lunch for the entire year. I hate to hear this type of thing happening to our children. Petty ass, peon ass, poor excuse for a grown person." Woo! And when that came across my Twitter feed, I was like, retweet, boom, new poop package for today. So shout out to T.I. that he made sure that came across my timeline, and I saw that, was like, woo, new piece of shit on the radar. We gonna have to go on and jump on the T.I. bandwagon and put this school on blast for not being shit. So this school, y'all ain't shit, and feed the damn kids. What the hell? Somebody had a quarter to feed this damn kid, so y'all ain't right for this. And I agree with T.I. that it was despicable and it was inhumane and cruel to not feed this child over 15 cents. So for these reasons, University High School of Orlando, Florida, you are the poop package nominee for the week, and y'all ain't shit for that one. So,
Wow.
whoa.
Good job on that. You know what? Did you do some work on that? Did you find out this is a predominantly black school?
Well, yeah, it is in the hood.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And that's even worse. They should know better. They could have sent a note home or probably picked up the phone.
After it went public that this would happen on the first day of school, the Volusia County Public Schools made a public statement saying that, you know, in the future, when kids become delinquent on their lunch accounts, that they will work with the families to come to a resolution so that a child doesn't miss a meal.
So she was 15 cents short?
15, yes.
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
1-5.
And how old was she?
Sophomore in high school.
Doesn't matter. She was hungry.
Yeah.
All I know is she would have lost her appetite the way I would have made fun of her afterwards. Like, ooh, you want some of this orange? I know you're hungry, girl.
Thank goodness the bullying law wasn't around when you was in school. You probably
I'm
under the
telling
jail.
you, I watched that show 13 Reasons Why about the little girl and how
Hannah Baker was not a hoe. How dare you?
How she killed herself, and I literally, that touched me because I was one of them mean ass kids. I was probably that mean ass cheerleader. Like, girl, fuck you.
Yeah,
like,
Derek
it's
Luke
more
is in it
important than
too.
whatever you going through.
13 Reasons Why it's on Netflix. It's on season 2 right now. Did you see season 2?
Yes,
I did not see season 2. I was like, oh, she's coming back and there's flashbacks. I can't deal with this. But it's 13 Reasons Why is about a girl, Hannah Baker, who killed herself, and she left these tapes. And each tape is basically a reason why she killed herself, but each tape also represents a person. One person
and their story and how she felt like they wounded her.
Yeah, and it was crazy, Derek Luke, and I was like, this is okay. When I first saw him in the first episode, I was like, he's too big of an actor for him not to have a very significant role, right? So when you get to the end of the season 1, and I'm just gonna tell y'all, he was the last reason why she killed herself, and I was like, I knew he had to be big. He had to have some sort of significance because, like, I mean, him just to be a teacher, a guidance counselor, I was like, this is Derek Luke, Biker Boys. Like, he gotta have a big role, you know. Right. But he did, and he was the last reason why she killed herself because he was her guidance counselor, and she came to him basically trying to
ask for help.
To ask for help, and he basically ignored her because he was dealing with stuff at home, and he ignored her. And she went home and she slid her wrist up, down, not side to side. It was graphic.
No, I kind of want to rewind back to to That's in the Alley. Do you watch Power?
No.
Yes.
Shouts out to my engineer. He sent me home because he wouldn't give me the details. I just heard him on the couch flipping like a damn fish out of water. And right, so I guess you excluded out of this conversation. But Power is finally. Some screwing happened. Finally.
Well, the last couple seasons been a damn porno, so basically.
Right.
Dang.
Yeah. So anybody who watches Power, Tasha got done in, didn't she? She got played.
She felt like she had that on lock, like ching ching, and then it was like psych.
Okay, so clearly I need to watch Power so I can talk about it on What's in the Alley.
Yeah, you
give you guys some updates. But did anybody watch Insecure? Hello, is not anybody feeling that? It's a great show.
Yeah, no, I have to catch up on that.
You gotta give me a Hulu code.
It's on HBO. There's no Hulu code for that.
I don't think I have HBO. I'm not home enough to watch all that. I just have the basic stuff.
The basic stuff? Wait, do you have cable?
Yeah, I do.
Then you have HBO.
No, I do not have HBO.
Really?
I got the bare. I'm not home enough to. After I was paying like $100 and something a month.
Yeah.
$189 a month, and I'm not watching this stuff.
Very true.
And I have Netflix.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I feel like if my dad stuck me with that cable bill, I'd be like, I don't need it. I don't need it. Because he has me paying the DWP bill now, and I'm like, this thing fluctuates. I don't like this. And they got AC while me and my sister be in there. We just be dying from heat. But I'm like, they're like, you don't want to get AC? And me and her both are like, nah, we good. I can suffer through this heat. I don't need to pay that.
Wow.
No thanks.
And so, I'm sorry, I'm gonna get back to this. Did you ever, Allie, experience bullying when you were in school?
Yeah, really bad, really, really bad. I was actually, Yeah, I don't mind. I was exiled, and if you haven't noticed, the way that I talk is rather different. You know.
I'm used to. I went to Granada Hill, so I'm.
It's a valley girl.
Yeah, it's a valley. So I went to Hollywood High, and I never in my life. I mean, I went to predominantly white schools, but I mean, I never had an issue. And my family's black, obviously. But when I went to Hollywood High, it was like a thing that I talked the way that I did, and so a lot of the kids were just like, she talks white all the time, and. At that time, I was like dating a bunch of guys, and this one guy, who I wasn't dating, my friend really liked. And you know, girls, they're just like, don't talk to the guy that I like, you know, or whatever. Right. And she was hideous. She was like fucking ugly.
Oh,
and it's not nice to call people ugly.
She was ugly. She ruined my life.
Fugly.
No, I mean, like, ugly is ugly. She was just not, I mean, but she didn't do anything to help herself. I'm sorry. Like, you know, like, I have no ass, and people call me flat ass all the time. What am I supposed to do about it?
You know, on the way over here, I was listening to the.
Nikki said in the DR they have a fat transfer. Girl, I've been trying to look into it myself.
Right. But
so what you looking into for? What? Transfer what to what?
We can speak on this off the air.
Oh,
thank
what
you
do you
very
transfer?
much.
You got enough? I must have missed half of it.
Man.
You got right. Look, you the same height when you stand up and when you sit down.
Shut up.
I can't.
There's nothing going on. Look, there's no traffic back there.
You know what I love is how I get some parenting when I come here. There's always some type of parenting here for us millennials. Yes, don't call people ugly. Anyway, she ruined my life. I literally was like, girls wanted to beat my ass every single day over a dude who literally I did not like. Because he said to her, he was like we were in a circle, you know how you'd be sitting around at lunchtime or whatever, you just be chopping it up, and they were like, oh, Eric, would you date Alex? And he was like, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
smash.
Right, like, yeah, right. And then he was like, oh, would you date Jatera? And he was like, no, I would do Alex any day. So he threw my name into it. Her and I were friends, and I don't know how her mind associated me as the enemy. I didn't know anybody there. She basically, everyone exiled me. Like, I was dating this other guy at the time, and they would talk so much shit about me in class. Like, he couldn't even get work done. It was so bad. And I mean, then like, it just continued to happen. I ended up eating my my lunch, and
did you ever beat one of them up?
I got into a fight, yeah, and they all said I lost when I won. Every single one. I didn't have a single scratch on me. She was bleeding. She had a black eye. But to this day, everyone swears she won. I'm like, there was not a scratch.
Still talk about it?
Yeah, they're just like, oh, she won.
Damn.
I mean, I literally...
They gave out fake news on your ass.
They really did because she was popular. And like, they literally... I had to eat my lunch in the magnet office. Eat my lunch and nutrition. I couldn't walk out. Like, they would literally try and jump me. My mom had to pick me up from school. This was like a whole year of it. It was really bad. They were bullying me so bad. I mean, and my mouth didn't help because I was like, anyone who was like over 18, I was like, I'll sue you. And then everybody else, I was like, oh my God, I don't fight. I'll pay someone to beat your ass though.
Oh.
So,
right, okay.
Yeah. So, I'm just like, yeah.
That's probably why they want to beat you up. I'm going to just say.
Well, let me tell you something about fighting and rumors going around who beat up who. When this first was put together,
yeah,
we had maybe going on for about a month.
Yeah,
I saw a friend of mine. In the grocery store. I saw a friend of mine in the grocery store. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Big Don. And so, and he's like, oh man, he's like, oh, I know, I know Adee. Uh-huh. He's like, I know Adee. And I was like, really? He said, yeah, man, I had to pull her off to push you. She beat somebody so bad that the neighbors was calling the police.
Oh wow! What, Adee? You got it like that?
She hit me first. First of all, she ran up on moi.
Wow!
And hit me first, and then after that, I had to just blanketed it out, girl. I had blanketed it out.
Okay, she had blanketed it out.
So, I'm sorry. Shit.
What?
Dang, how bad was she bleeding, Adee?
She had to go to emergency. She needed stitches.
And you know, what was so funny, I was getting, I love Ralph's sandwiches. Ralph's got the best sandwiches.
Yeah, they really do.
I was getting a sandwich. By the time he was telling me about the fight, I was like, I don't even think I want this damn sandwich.